What is up, guys? This is Pinzo back with another video today, and what I have for you guys is some OverPrime. All the gameplay you're seeing in the background is from OverPrime. These are a couple trailers slash gameplay things that have been released from OverPrime, and the one you're seeing first is Kalari, or as they call her, Kakia or Kakia. I'm assuming it's Korean, but this is her kit. This is a sort of overview of the map. You can see there's some stealth flowers. She starts at level 1 with all 3 abilities, which is kind of odd. She has Loki's old ultimate from Smites, where she just jumps on someone and stuns them. That's one of her abilities. Kind of broken, but I don't like it. She has a lot of crowd control in her kit, which I'm kind of sus on, but we'll get into that a little later. As for what OverPrime is, I'm assuming the vast majority of you guys have not played OverPrime, and I'm assuming almost that many haven't even heard of it. It's an old Paragon clone that was started very soon after Paragon closed, and they basically made a straight-up clone. They didn't even really try to change the game. They just made a clone. So with that, it was kind of sus. The download is a zip file off of, like, a Google Drive. So I'm not going to have a link to it. I don't recommend it. They've said that the game is going to be on Steam soon, but they said that, like, a year and a half ago. So I am not going to trust them on that. I have no idea when it will be available, and I won't try and tell you guys how to download it because I don't trust it. Wait for it to hit Steam, wait for it to hit Epic, and then you guys can play the game. As for what I think of it, I think it's interesting. I think it looks really good. I think it captures a lot of Paragon. My issue is I think it's too much like Paragon. I really just don't think it's distancing itself at all. The map is literally the same. I mean, other than the portal things going from the left lane to the right lane, the map is 98% the same as far as I can tell. It has the same power scaling, apparently, as Paragon, where, as you can see, this Murdoch is literally just murking the entire enemy team. Like, just, he has a lead, sure, but just not even close. I mean, he's critting Orb Prime for 800, right? It just seems a little odd, but that's kind of how Paragon was, so I don't know if I'm gonna be too mad about that. The next thing that you guys can see is something that I absolutely hated in Paragon, and that is dunking. I hated the dunking mechanic with a passion. I think it was so stupid that a team could straight up give up Orb Prime and have a chance to fight for it still. You shouldn't be able to fight for an objective twice. I don't think so. If you give up Orb Prime, you should give it up. And in this game, you have to run over to the solo lane and dunk it or whatever, which I just think is a stupid mechanic. I don't think it should have ever been created as a mechanic, and it definitely should have been preserved as a mechanic into OverPrime. On top of that, they somehow made it worse. Get this, when you forward dunk Prime, right, it activates whatever Prime card you have. There's something that gives you power or something like that. You choose it at the beginning of the match, or at least you did when I played it last time. But you guys will see it here in a second, that it spawns Orb Prime as a minion in your middle lane. That's like a preschooler level idea. They're like, yeah, dude, what if you killed this big monkey and it took down towers for you? It's kind of like, I don't know if anyone here plays Dota 2, but there was a glitch in Dota 2 like 10 years ago or something. I don't play it, but I've seen the clips. Basically, some dude could enslave Roshan. Right, at level 1, he could enslave Roshan and walk it down middle lane. That's kind of what this looks like, and I think it's stupid. So there's my hot take for the day. I don't think that's a good mechanic. But other than that, the game looks kind of cool, but I won't trust it until it's on Steam. That's kind of the moral of today. It looks pretty cool. It has some decent graphics. The power scaling looks super wacky. It uses a similar card system to Paragon, except without the cards. So basically, imagine a full item shop, but you gain gold the same way you did in Paragon. So you still, like, tick up your gold, and then you get, like, points. So you get 1 point that is worth 1 card instead of, like, 100 gold. It's an odd way to do it for me. I don't like the item system, but that's how it was last time we played. As far as I can tell in these videos that we've gotten to see, it appears to be the same. So that's the OverPrime news that we have. Other than that, you guys are seeing a couple GIFs in the background of Aurora dashing and Crunch beating his chest or something like that. These are supposedly like character leaks or something like that they're working on. So they are doing a really good job of putting characters in the game. I believe OverPrime has the most Paragon characters in its games from any of the remakes. They're up to like 25 or 27 or something. They've got, Revenant. Now they're going to have Crunch. Now they're going to have Aurora. They've got Faye. They've got a lot of classic characters that the others have not gotten to yet. So hopefully we see some more characters from the other studios because they, being on Steam, already have more repute, in my opinion, than OverPrime. I do think that it's something to keep your eye on. It is based in Korea, so a lot of the updates and stuff that I have seen about it are in Korean, which is kind of unfortunate because I, can't read Korean. But other than that, I would keep an eye on it. Obviously, you guys can subscribe here. I'll keep an eye on it for you, and I'll let you know about anything important that happens. But other than that, it's not something I'll be covering too often, unless something big happens like it hits Steam. You probably won't see a whole lot of OverPrime content, but if you guys want to see more predecessor content, be sure to subscribe. If you guys enjoyed this video, I know it was kind of fast. I was just trying to get through stuff. I'm not a big fan of OverPrime, so I just wanted to make this video, kind of get it done with. So if you guys enjoyed, leave it a like. If you guys want to see more pred and various other content, be sure to subscribe. But that's all I've got for you guys today. So as always, I've been Pinzo. This video's done so. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.